safe work environment.
From Venice Beach, California, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sting!
When it comes to have someone fight with you side by side, could Abyss have anyone more trustworthy than Sting? After the months of bloodshed between the two, after the months of battling the inner demons of Abyss, Sting has finally been the one person who touched the nerve, who got inside the head of the monster and reasoned with him. But Don West, Sting hasn't tamed Abyss, he's just given him a new direction.
You can see why Christian Cage has been so nervous and why he's depending so much on Robert Roode in this match, and of course, AJ Styles later on against Abyss. He knows what a lethal combination this is. He knows. With Sting and Abyss on the same page, you put that experience and that brute force together, it's pretty unstoppable, and Robert Roode goes right after him from the beginning.
Brute force on display right at the opening bell. Roode in the corner, putting the boots to Sting, just totally beating him down. And of course, wherever you see Robert Roode, you see Ms. Brooks at ringside. You've got to keep your eyes on her as well.
It's amazing, her loyalty, especially after the way he berated her last week, and every time something goes wrong. But right there, you see Robert Roode and trying to take the action right to Sting, tries to show his strength, but Sting able to counter. He's just got so much experience.
This is a no disqualification match, as well as that AJ Styles versus Abyss match we talked about earlier. No disqualification where there must be a winner. Ladies and gentlemen, for all the late-breaking, behind-the-scenes news and updates, we invite you to text TNA to 76,000. Also, a one-week free trial offer to TNA Mobile. Check it out now, TNA to 76,000.
You see Sting right here, Mike, and you see this aggressiveness, but you almost see kind of a calm inside of him, a more focused Sting. And you think back of all those months where on his mind was trying to find a way to reach into Abyss and pull out of him what he has. And it's almost like he's achieved that victory and he's able to focus and go forward as he just goes right after Robert Roode. But Robert Roode that time came up hard with the knee.
I mean, Don, think about it. Sting is the individual who actually got the monster Abyss to speak for the first time. We've been waiting to hear that for 4 years. Attempt now, blocked by Sting, and the back body drop, and Roode crashes on the ramp.
He committed himself too early. Sting saw that and just absolutely sitting flying in the air and hits that ramp right here in front of us, and you can just see the back bow up like that on Robert Roode and see the pain.
Ms. Brooks tries to assist Roode to his feet. He just sacrificed Ms. Brooks, shoved her right into Sting. Roode with the chair, and how about that? Sting just took a bullet for Ms. Brooks. She turns around and laughs right in his face.
Oh, I know. Deep down, I think he'd like to have that back again, but that's the kind of man Sting is, and he just takes another shot. By doing that to protect Miss Brooks for whatever reason, he now just took a second wicked shot to the back.
Standing room only crowd here at the Impact Zone, upset at what has gone down in this opening matchup. Robert Roode against Sting. We want to thank you, the TNA fans, as Don, we equaled our highest rating ever last week.
Well, it's just the most talked about wrestling right now in the country, and you can see Robert Roode going for a pin too. He doesn't quite get it, but it's just you can feel the excitement when you think about Hard Justice with the build-up with Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe with all the titles on the line on August 12th. Why wouldn't we be breaking ratings?
Wait a minute, who was that coming down the ramp?
It's Eric Young, and he's showing his support of Sting wearing the face paint. We'll be right back with this no disqualification match.
And we're back. Continuation of no disqualification. Robert Roode versus Sting as we see Eric Young cheering and supporting Sting from ringside. Boy, the confidence level of Eric Young at an all-time high. How about the humiliation of Robert Roode at Victory Road by EY?
Oh, think about it. Eric Young pantsed him in front of the whole world at Victory Road. And when you do something like that to Robert Roode, oh, wait a minute. Miss Brooks, oh! She just slapped Sting! What is she thinking? Oh, he just sent her flying with a scare.
Yeah, check out the intimidation factor from the icon Sting. Big boot, drills Roode in the head. Gonna shoot him off into the ropes and take him up with one arm back body drop.
Bad miscalculation by Miss Brooks and Robert Roode by having her slap Sting. All that did was fire him up, get him ticked off, and look at this. One shot after another, one clothesline after another, and there's the Stinger splash.
Just drilled him in the corner. Sting says we're going to go to the well another time. Stinger splash on the way. Roode moves out of the way, but Sting was prepared.
just comes right back at him, and now trying to put him into the Scorpion, but you could see Robert Roode, and there's the spine buster, that power that Robert Roode has.
Follow cover, and no, just a 2 count. Remember the words from Christian Cage, Don, at the top of this broadcast. I not only want you to defeat Sting, but also to eliminate him, take him out of TNA, and now Ms. Brooks gonna bring the steel chair into play.
Keep in mind, no disqualification. You can see he's got the chair in his hands. And wait a minute, Eric Young able to come in there just in time and pull it out of his hands.
Sting from behind, Scorpion death drop. Pin,
2, got it!
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Sting!
Christian Cage is not going to be happy because not only does Robert Roode not eliminate Sting, he didn't even win the match.
And think about this, to add more humiliation, it's Eric Young that's able to come through, pull the chair out of his hands, and look at the jubilation. Eric Young excited, hugging Sting, and look at the anger in Robert Roode's face.
Robert Roode berating Ms. Brooks while Sting and Eric Young celebrate. Earlier today, I tried to find out directly from the source what's the story on Dustin Rhodes' return to TNA.